We are indeed exactly right at the starting point from where the personnel historically used to go out, to the city of Sudzha.
From this legendary pipe?
It was from this legendary pipe that our guys went out and took over our settlements. Guys, when the whole operation was almost coming to an end, the guys were stationed here, as well as the support personnel, and the leaders at each point. The signalmen were stationed, meaning at the points. And they were waiting for this point. The starting point for about 12-13 days. That is, they were already positioned here in advance, and were in such conditions.
Wasn't it cold here?
Well, naturally, they were warmly dressed. They had sleeping bags, mats, everything, meaning they were here in groups of 2 or 3 people in such conditions. Just like how it's explained in the headquarters how to do all this, how it would be more correct. So everything turns out as the commander's instructions indicated. Everything was done the same way. Exactly. Guys, thank you very much for the entire operation you carried out. The danger of the composition was, first of all, passed with the personnel themselves who worked here, and so on. There was an excess of air here, because you can still feel it's cool here. Simply, it was actually cold here. 2 meters of earth, 3 meters of earth. You can't hear anything at all.
Well, at least there are a few people from themselves. Let them through.
The guys left about an hour later, an hour before entering Sudzha, Kniazevo tree of the populated regiment. We saw the enemy in liquid landing, more people from you. Shit. And so in fragments we continued to watch, trying to kill the enemy. Well, the enemy, of course, it was unexpected. Moreover, no one even noticed him. He doesn't examine every piece of the field for whether something is sticking out of the pipe or so on. Naturally, it was unexpected. But there was camouflage. The camouflage was constantly changed. There was snow, then there was white camouflage.
This is a comprehensive operation, a planned operation that started, with the underground pipe operation and ended with all the troops now being in position. Already, reserves and our overall movement has no opportunity to go along the branch. Go to the place where the underground operation can be conducted. But storm actions are the deployment of personnel, everyone, and the assault on specific sectors. Who should conduct assault actions in which sector? Everyone focused on the exit on the pipe. Heavy breathing. The main actions were taking place to capture the city, Sudzha. And this is very, very important. We have a significant task.
We are at that very legendary place where the assault began. That is, when our fighters went through the pipe, they emerged roughly in this direction. Just like that, behind the bushes, right there in the field. 300, 400 meters from this grove, which runs along the railway. And from there, they began to storm these fortified areas. When they reached this place, the enemy got scared and brought a Bradley from that side about 100 meters away. From here, it began to cover the retreat of the Ukrainian armed forces, which was happening just as our fighters arrived here, clearing the area. These last strongholds began to flee en masse from all the settlements towards Sudzha. They had to run across the open field for about 300, 400 meters to this very grove. It's located just around the corner. They reached this grove, and our group's task was to clear it. And along it everywhere, there are such strongholds, including over there in the bushes. And accordingly, begin to establish a foothold. Right here near the cemetery, near the railway bridge, and in Kubatkin itself, clear Kubatkin, establish a foothold there. And then cut off Kubatkin from Zazulivka. Our forces approached the trenches. And the enemy, they were just confused. Who are you, right? So who are you? And immediately our forces just cleared them out. With a bold move, just without a single loss, all these fortifications were cleared. And they moved out, right, Here, we are running towards the bridge. Crossed the railway and there we saw them. I think everyone saw those shots of how Bradley was working on them, after which cluster munitions started flying at them. It's important to note that our forces came out almost entirely without helmets, or without armor, without anything. Just these black-clad people with black faces, black hands, in some kind of indistinct black uniform, came out with rifles and took them down, just cleared out those fortifications. And you saw that they were indeed, well, these were indeed fortifications, not just small trenches. Some kind of, when we saw that cluster munitions flew here, when the enemy saw that our forces had cleared this area, they blew up the bridge between Sudzha and Martinovka and they started to retreat. We simply observed with the UAV how they starting from Cherkaskoye along Rechnoy. It was especially epic how they honestly ran away. 20 people ran away from the truth. Our forces were covering them with everything. Then the same thing happened at Ivashkovsky. We watched them run and again they were covered. Well, out of those 20 people I saw, only 5 made it to Ivashkovsky. And it seems none made it to the end. There has never been such an epic operation, nowhere at all. In general, no one has ever done anything like this. That is, it's beyond the realm of possibility. What the guys did, the operation itself, yes, it's beyond the realm of the possible. And considering what kind of war it is now and that it's unimaginable because of everything, without armor protection, yes. And they went through it, they made it, they stood their ground, and all returned alive. Well, there was nothing like this, simply.
Hello, sweetheart. Hi, I'm alive. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Hello, hi, Mikhail.
Honey, well now?
Everything's fine, everything's alive, everything's good, all set.
Uncle Vitya, my dear, hello.
Natasha, call, say everything's fine, kisses, love you.
You know, I was exchanged, everything's fine, I love you all very much, hugs.
We'll see each other soon. I'll be home soon, dear.
Today, I returned from captivity.
I was received very well, so many emotions.
I want to express immense gratitude to all my loved ones who worried about me, who tried with all their might to bring me home, and they succeeded.
Special thanks to the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation for bringing me home.
Regarding the construction, more than 50% of the northern. Mr. Barron is looking to fix it by morning.
And I realize we will now take this facility under special control, and to keep everything moving, we will be this trouble. The equipment is already being completed, everything has been purchased from its mass, but I can bring it.
The granulation is intended to enhance physical endurance.
12 meters due to the increased pressure of the galaxy of 10.
Exposure. 10-10.
Minutes of exposure, then the decompression mode is 4 hours, 16 minutes.
4 hours. Congrats.
I serve Russia as a loyal citizen.
Congratulations.
I serve Russia!
Congratulations to you, Ness, on this special day.
Congratulations.